now. Welcome to another update from the Force 13 Australia Oceania channel with 96p down around 1003 hectopascals in the Arafura Sea. I think that it has changed direction and is currently tracking southwest. I do have a special guest that will be asked for his comments on the Southern Hemisphere scene. But before I introduce him, New South Wales Weather Bureau has issued a top priority severe weather warning for heavy rainfall, updated at 11:38 on Friday, Eastern Daylight Saving Time, for people in the Illawarra, South Coast, parts of the Southern Tablelands, Snowy Mountains forecast district. A low is expected to develop off the Central Coast later today before moving south to southeast overnight. Heavy rain and thunderstorms may lead to flash flooding later today and on Saturday. 24-hour rainfall totals in excess of 100 millimetres are possible in some parts of the warning area, and a flood watch is current for the St George's Basin, the Moruya and Bega River valleys. Locations which may be affected include Wollongong, Nowa, Bower, Batemans Bay, Eden and Moruya Heads. And just quickly, we'll just scroll down the page. That is the area currently under the severe weather warning advisory. Wollongong down to the New South Wales Victoria border. Now before we go to 96p, this is the latest shot from one of the Bureau's Northern Territory radars, and my special guest is Lee Barrett, who hosts the Force 13 climate show. And Lee, welcome.
Yeah, hello there. I am pleased to be here for this next topical update. I do believe we are talking about 96p.
Yeah, 96p. We'll just go over to the satellite. Okay, here we'll go to the, I think it's the RGB colour imagery loop, Lee.
Oh yes. Now, I know what system this is now. This is the system that I thought was going to develop a few days ago.
Yeah, 96p up there in the Arafura Sea.
Yeah, that's the one that I thought was going to develop a few days ago, and it looks like it's possible that it could. I would rule out a possible weak cyclone from this one. If it can get its act together, it's got nice circulation there.
Yes, and sea surface temperature, Lee, is 29 to a healthy 31 Celsius.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good for a cyclone to develop in the south of the Pacific. I do think that this system will produce a lot of rain, as I just mentioned, for the east coast of Australia. So I think that's going to go for the east coast of Australia, and I think it's going to cause some significant rain.
Northwest WA, so, Lee, apology. Lee's up in Scotland, so
yes.
He's helping me, or he's
I'm trying to help.
keeping
not
an eye
familiar
on
with
the local
the
scene
South
down here in Australia. So Lee is on a bit of a learning curve, but he knows
South
the
Pacific, yeah.
climate. So
So,
okay,
yeah.
now we go to the infrared. Another satellite
Oh,
image, Lee, for the area. This, let's say the eastern Gulf of Carpentaria region across through New Caledonia, Vanuatu, Fiji, and Lee. In my earlier update, we have a weak 1000 HPA low west southwest of Suva over there on New Caledonia.
oh yes, I see it. Is that 95p?
No, this one hasn't
What
been
one's-
tagged yet.
What
96p,
95p?
96p.
Or 96p, sorry.
Yeah, 95S is the one in the Indian
Yeah, I
Ocean.
just get mixed up there. I
Yep.
meant 96p. Blast.
Okay, now we go across to the. What have we got? 24-hour wind shear. And Lee, what are your
now-
thoughts on that?
So it's pretty strong, but it's trying to be. It's lighter to the south there. It's actually very strong where the system is. So at the moment, I don't think it will develop actually, but it needs to. It seems to be weaker away to the far southeast there in the imagery, but unfortunately the wind is very high indeed. So at the moment I would say the system's got a low chance of development. So
Now we look at the 850 MB vorticity and how the picture has changed. Lee, 96p is there.
it is there, but at the moment I would say the wind chill's pretty high, so
Yes, it
for the
will
time
struggle.
being, for the time being I think 96p will struggle to develop, but we can only hope in the next few days that the wind chill will drop. But for the time being, at this time I'd say the chances are low.
Okay,
So-
the other area of interest is the 1000 or low to form offshore from
Yes.
Newcastle, and you can see the area.
Newcastle, that's in England.
Newcastle, north of Sydney, New South Wales, Lee.
Yeah, I was only having a joke there with you.
Yes.
by the way.
And accepted. Third area is, as I mentioned, west southwest of New Caledonia, but that one is expected to track slightly north. But the tropical cyclone 3-day outlook update about 14:30 local time might refer to this Vanuatu, New Caledonia one.
Yes, I totally agree with you there.
Now we go
I
to
I
the
also
upper
think-
divergence.
Yes, we should do that first, then I'll mention what I'm going to say. But let's see the upper divergence then. And I'll see how that's looking. Okay, it's actually looking quite light actually. Up in the upper atmosphere. It's really weird, there's high winds here but it seems to be light at upper levels. So there might be an upper level development from the system, but there won't be anything at surface level until the wind shear drops. So, at the moment I would say the chances are low for this storm to form.
And Lee, 96p, not much at all.
Yeah, I would say that's very, very unlikely.
25 to
develop
20
this
knots, but far too early.
It's far too early to tell with it. I do think we should give the system 95S I mentioned in this update, because that system is likely to develop, which is near Madagascar. We should give that a special mention in this show, this update.
And Lee, this is one or two tracks for 95 site 96p.
96p, right. Yeah, it's at the moment these are just tracks, model runs really, but at this time I would say systems got a low chance of development, but interesting runs, interesting tracks here from the models.
And you can see the difference between the two models, Lee.
Yeah.
But as I...
very speculative though.
Yep. But Lee, what do we say about the activity in the upper levels of the atmosphere?
The upper levels of the atmosphere are actually... the upper levels aren't actually as bad as you think, actually. It's really just the mid to lower parts of the atmosphere that aren't great at the moment. And that's why 96p won't develop, because the wind chill's just so high at mid to low altitude, so but upper levels it seems to be perfectly fine. It's just a shame that the mid to lower levels are very, very strongly wind chilled.
Well, Lee, what do we say about the tropical cyclone season for the southern hemisphere this summer?
I would say it's been pretty poor. It's been pretty quiet. As we mentioned in recent days, it's been very quiet due to a very weak MJO, which Adam I should have mentioned Adam. We've got somebody else who's an expert on the MJO and things and the La Nina and all that type of thing, but it's definitely weak at the moment, and that's why Australia is struggling to see proper cyclones. But there is a but to that, David. We might get we might finally get a major storm in the South Pacific around Australia late this month, going into April. Might get something through April as well for David, and also Jason, possible Jason as well. So I'll keep an eye out. I don't think this season's over yet. I think there's a wee twist in the tail. I think this season will give us a major, but it's only a matter of time and when. I think it's going to be either late this month or it's going to be in April.
Okay.
After April, the season will come to a dead, will come to a finish. So.
And Lee,
David.
With you over there in Scotland, it's been reported that we've had Brisbane, which is the capital of Queensland, here on the east coast of Australia, says that Brisbane's recorded its hottest summer on record. But
now, I'm going to say something here. I don't think it was the warmest summer ever. I know he's had quite intense heat, but there's been heat worse than that years ago. Way back in the olden days, way back in the 40s, 50s and 60s, the climate in Australia was much warmer then than what it is now. Nowadays they're just getting bursts of this intense heat. But it's nothing unusual. I would say to the viewers to ignore the media. Ignore the media. The media just like to hype things up, and it's also political. A lot of politics has gone into it nowadays as well. So I will say this again, it's not the hottest summer ever. I know it was hot, but it definitely wasn't the hottest ever. So anyway, back to David.
Apology. Okay, Northern Territory Bureau Meteorology Darwin office updated their marine wind warning, and the strong wind warning is current for Saturday for the North Tiwi and Arafura coast. And what we'll do is we'll just have a look at the New South Wales
the
radar, and the Bureau has in place the severe weather warning. We'll go to the Sydney radar and just see.
Oh yes, Sydney's actually had one of its wettest summers actually.
And when it decides to load, here we go. It doesn't like it like this sometimes. Okay, so this is the current.
Well, as you can see, there's severe thunderstorms, scattered thunderstorms around Sydney at the moment. Some of these quite intense, we're feeling thunder. Possibly the weak tornado within there as well. Possibly a water spout for off the coast. But nonetheless, it's looking like scattered thunderstorms for Sydney and the southeast of Australia.
Okay, right, now this is a 64 kilometre loop, and you can definitely see that it's coming in from
the southeast.
The southeast?
Coming into the southeast, yeah, I can see it. It's coming up from the southeast. And it's basically scattered thunderstorms. Some of these thunderstorms are cluttering into a longer spell of rain, into a band of rain as well. So it's looking pretty wet for the surrounding areas around Sydney and just off the coast there. So
okay, this is the Doppler wind snapshot.
It's the Doppler one, yeah.
The blue is towards the radar, and the yellow to the red is away from the radar. So you can definitely, you can definitely see the direction, the wind strength. It's definitely, as we've just said, coming in from the southeast. As mentioned, 1014 hectopascals, and the Bureau has it tracking southeast, but we'll see how
we'll see how the next day or two goes. Yeah.
Now, what we'll do is we'll have a look at the rainfall.
Oh, sorry. I'll let you check the rainfall. Yeah, so that's important.
Now this is the latest from the Bureau, and as mentioned, there's the low later fall offshore from Newcastle, and you can definitely see.
You can see purple and
the purple, the pink,
and it's been a lot of rain will come out of that one, folks.
The Northern Territory, Darwin, Northwest.
Yes, well, that's pretty typical for Darwin. Darwin gets a lot of thunderstorms and heavy rains, so that's quite typical for Darwin. So I would say the main focus is for the east coast of Australia rather than Darwin.
Okay,
that's pretty typical for Darwin.
This is days 1 through to 8, and how the picture develops. But this is the Bureau's 24-hour rainfall outlook, and I should mention for our viewers that the scene does change, and this is just a conservative snapshot.
Yes.
However, another area of interest is the far north tropical Queensland coast from Cooktown right down to Innisfail.
Yes, I totally agree with David there. It's looking as if a lot of rain could happen along the east there. Look at the far northeast there too. Bit of purple coming in there. So it's going to be a very interesting next few days for the east coast of Australia.
And Lee, it's been good to have you.
Yeah, before we go, sorry to interrupt, David. Before we go, remember to follow Force 13 on Facebook, the website, and also Skype, and at Full 13 for all your tropical weather chat. That's Nathan, by the way, folks, the boss. And we also have Discord, the new platform, which is hashtag 9095, I believe. But I'll need to get that double checked. But in the meantime, it has been a pleasure being on this update. And I'll say bye for now and back to David.
Okay, Lee, thank you for that. And before we go, just this update on what Lee has said. So before we end this update, as soon as I bring it up. Okay, we're just recapping a satellite snapshot.
You can follow Force 13 on any of our many outlets, the website force13.com and its tracker. Of course, we're on YouTube, you're probably watching us there, but if not, there it is. You can also find us on Facebook, search Force 13, all in text, and it's at Force 13 on Twitter, also all in text. You can also add Fool 13 on Skype and add extension 9094 on Discord.